Open Network for Digital Commerce, that is ONDC, is an initiative aiming at promoting open networks for all aspects of exchange of goods and services over digital or electronic networks. ONDC is to be based on open-sourced methodology using open specifications and open network protocols independent of any specific platform. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. The centre launched Open Network for Digital Commerce, that is ONDC, in Delhi NCR, Bengaluru, Bhopal, Shillong and Coimbatore in a pilot phase in the month of April. ONDC is a freely accessible government-backed platform that aims to democratize e-commerce by moving it from a platform-centric model to an open network for buying and selling of goods and services. ONDC is planned to be active in 75 locations by August, months after running pilots in 7 cities. The digital economy has been propelled by a pandemic which has contributed to the Indian e-commerce sector's current hypergrowth. In order to avoid being infected during the pandemic, people were advised to conduct online transactions. Digital use increased along with the rise of online-only purchasing. It is an initiative of the government to promote an open platform for all aspects of the exchange of the goods and services through electronic networks. ONDC to become the next unified payments interface, that is UPI, one of India's most successful digital products. Through this platform, consumers can potentially discover any seller, product or service by using any ONDC-compatible application or platform, thus increasing freedom of choice for consumers. The open network concept extends beyond the retail sector to any digital commerce domains, including wholesale, mobility, food delivery, logistics, travel, urban services, etc. It is an opportunity for the startup entrepreneurs to take the UPI, a system that powers multiple bank accounts, into a single mobile application to the world in a very big way. With the usage of ONDC platform, consumers' freedom of choice will increase as a result of the platform's potential for enabling them to find any seller or service by utilizing any ONDC-compatible platform or application. ONDC can support business owners engaged in e-commerce, B2B transactions or direct consumer contact. For instance, last week ONDC and the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, jointly hosted the NABARD ONDC Grand Challenge to enable e-commerce in agriculture. The ONDC protocol was designed to support online sales in industries where the sellers aren't held by a single private entity. With the help of the ONDC network, anyone can build their own online store using the protocol. Going forward, ONDC is expected to digitize the entire value chain, standardize operations, promote inclusion of suppliers, derive efficiency in logistics, and enhance value for consumers. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. CBI probing NSE illegal phone tapping. The CBI is investigating whether illegal phone taps of National Stock Exchange employees involved omission or commission acts on the part of the Securities and Exchange Board of India and audit firm EY India. The inquiry has come to light during investigations into alleged irregularities related to the co-location facility at the bars. It is reported that NSE hired ISEC services for conducting periodic study of cyber vulnerabilities under a Rs 4.45 crores contract. However, the actual purpose was to snoop on employees to find out if they were passing on information about the co-location issues or discussing it among themselves. IT sector revenue growth to drop sharply in FY23. The information technology services sector will see a sharp fall in revenue growth to 12 to 13% in FY23 from 19% in FY22, the highest in the last 8 years, and the decline is expected to tighten the IT expenditure by corporates amid the inflationary headwinds in the US and European Union, which together contribute almost 85% to the sector's revenue. There can be a slight fall in profit margins to 22 to 23% from 24% due to rising employee costs and travel expenses, and the operating profitability will be healthy. Google released patches for one more Chrome zero-day bug. Google has confirmed the latest Chrome zero-day bug to have caught the adversary's attention before a patch. Google detected active exploitation of the flaw in the wild, affecting WebRTC components. So, as the latest release fixes the vulnerability, users must ensure updating their devices to prevent possible exploitations. RBI imposes restrictions on 4 cooperative banks. The Reserve Bank imposed several restrictions, including a cap on withdrawals for the depositors on 4 cooperative banks, naming Ramgarhia Cooperative Bank, New Delhi, Sahibrao Deshmukh Cooperative Bank, Mumbai, Sangli Sahkari Bank, Mumbai, and Sharada Mahila Cooperative Bank Limited, Tumkur, Karnataka, for 6 months, given a decline in their financial positions. Under the directions, a cap has also been imposed on withdrawals by depositors. Among other things, the 4 banks cannot grant or renew any loans, make investments, or accept fresh deposits without prior approval of the RBI. SIDBI to develop online platform for startups and investors. Government-owned SIDBI is developing an online platform which will bring together startups and investors with an aim to facilitate funding requirements of budding entrepreneurs. With this portal, startups would not have to look for alternate investment funds outside, depending on the sector and whether an AIF is looking at an early stage or late stage funding. That matchmaking will happen. After that, pitching would take place and then the funding actually happens. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.